Auction time. This is the 6M series auction. 6M01 is a obsidian blade made of banded obsidian, but it's the dacite opaque type obsidian. So maybe I should just say opaque obsidian. Now I made this blade off camera because I didn't want to break it, and I was going to make a certain type of point out of it. Not sure which point type, but I didn't get around to putting notches or shaping it, so it's just a blade. Okay, and it's not fully sharpened. Usually my edges are straighter than this. I just did a preliminary pass along the edges, so they're still kind of zigzaggedy. It's still kind of wonky. This one is straighter than that edge. You see what I mean? So it's preliminary as far as sharpening goes. So just be aware. Sometimes that's a deal breaker for people. They don't want to buy it unless it's fully sharpened. So just be aware. It's not fully sharpened, so that could be a deal breaker. Okay? I didn't have time. Okay? That's the reason. Let's see. 5 and a little bit less than 5.5. 5 7/16. Okay? The width is 1 7/8 inches, and it's going to look bigger than it really is because my hands are small. So just be aware when you get it, and if your hands are large, it's not going to look like this. It's going to be smaller. Okay? But that's why I give you the measurements. 5 7/8. Okay? All right. 6M02. This is an opaque dacite or obsidian as well, but this is more glossy and it's kind of got a greenish tint to it. It's a greenish obsidian. Okay, you can kind of see it. I hope you can see the greenish tint to this. And again, it's preliminary. The sharpening is preliminary. The edge work is just one pass. So it's going to be zigzaggedy or wonky. Okay, so just be aware. It's not fully sharpened like my finished points. Okay? 4 7/8 by 2 inches. Okay, this is a fairly rare type of obsidian. And I think I got this from Brian Olson, but I can't be positive. I think it is. Yeah, I only can get this from one person, and I was going to try to make a nice blade out of it. But it's just a biface at this stage. Okay? All right. 6M03 Opaque Dacite, and this is dull gray. It's like a dull charcoal gray. And I tried sharpening this up this morning to see how it would work because I figured it's not that hard. No, this is very crushy. So I just did one pass on both sides. And it crushes. No, I did 2 passes and it was still crushing on me. So I need to, with this type of dacite or obsidian, I need to develop a different sharpening technique. And in general, with stuff that crushes a lot, like the blue glass crushes a lot as well, I need to develop a different sharpening technique because it just wastes away the edge. The more I try to sharpen it, the more it crushes, and I have to regrind and resharpen. So I have to develop something different. But again, it's just preliminary. This one, the edges on this one are better than the first 2. Yeah. But it's still not exactly the way I normally do it. Not quite like I normally do it. I'm normally a little more careful. Now, I haven't gotten any sleep this week, so the flint napping suffered, and I put it off until the very end, and then I ran out of time. Yeah, I don't like to nap when I don't have enough sleep, so I tried to catch up, but I was never able to catch up on my sleep. Okay, so this one is 4 and 15/16, almost 5 inches by 1.75 inches. Okay, it is a dull gray opaque obsidian nordesite. 6M04. This one is on video. Yeah. And I looked it up, and I looked up Big Sandy. Some of them do look like this, kind of, sort of. But there are other types within the Big Sandy cluster that this looks more like. And I forget the names. But there's a type that has these notches down very low and kind of like this, looking like this. The Big Sandy a lot of times has the notches higher up. Okay? And not so low down on the blade. I call it a Big Sandy because, the Big Sandy has a big range of shapes. But it looks like something else, I think. Anyway, it's all on video. You can see it on video. 3 inches almost exactly. Okay? And it's Flint River, Georgia Church. Georgia Flint River Church. And I believe it was a heat treat, although it could have been raw, high grade raw. 6M05. This is the blue glass arrowheads I did on video, so that I don't have to explain too much about these. These are all together under one item number. Okay, you're going to get all three under one item number. It's blue glass, and it's not from the same type of bottle. I was told that one of these is from one type of bottle and the other two is from another type of bottle. But I don't know which is which. It looks like the same stuff to me. Kind of. Maybe a slightly different shade. Let me see. Got translucency. I forgot to show translucency on the other one. Yeah, see that? The Georgia Church is translucent. This one, obviously. Now let's see if we got a different shade of glass. Yeah, I guess the little one is a little bit different shade than these two. Maybe? Or maybe it's just because the little one's thinner. No, I think this one right here is a different bottle. Yeah. Anyway, all under the same item number. You can see the videos that these are in. Okay, I don't need to explain too much about those. 6M06 is a simple Cahokia style point out of Georgia Flint River swirl chert, and I think this one is heat treat. Not that it matters too much. And it's translucent. Nice. I was saving this for a project, but I can make more of this. I got plenty of this stuff. Yeah. I did not make this on video. That's why I'm showing this one up close. Yeah. What's the length of it? A little over 1.75 inches. The width? About 7/8. It's under 7/8, just barely. It's like 1/32 of an inch under 7/8. Alrighty? Okay. M07. This one is just a hafted arrowhead on a piece of wood. This is a natural wood shoot. I think this one is viburnum, but I'm not sure. I think it is viburnum as far as the wood goes. I was working on this for another project, but you know how that goes. I'm running out of time for these projects. If I do them for myself and I don't have time, or if I run out of time, I just sell the items that I'm working on. Because if I'm never going to finish it, it's just going to end up in a box. So this here, I'm not sure if I hafted this on video. This is sinew. I believe it's elk sinew, but there's no glue. It's just fastened on with sinew. That's it. Okay, so it's a little bit loose, but it's not that loose. If you want to take the sinew off, there's no glue in there, so it comes right out. If you want if you're interested in only the arrowhead. But if you like this hafted and you want to buy the whole thing and use it, yeah, you can do that. You can cut it down and make a pendant out of it. It does not matter to me what you do with it. I'm just giving you some ideas. I was just going to have it as a pattern for some arrows that are coming up, but I can make another pattern. Yeah. I'm making some arrows that are going to have points like this. Yeah. I think this one actually this point is actually larger than the points I was thinking of using for this project. 2 1/8 long. Yeah. Okay. It's not on video, so I've shown it on video. I don't think I've made it on video. I could be wrong. I might have mounted this and did the sinew wrapping on video. So don't quote me on that. Okay. Last but not least, 6 M08 box of broken bifaces. Let's get them all out first. Yeah, I broke a bunch this week. That's what happens when you don't get sleep. Right? Right. I know you would agree. All right, so I broke 1, 2, 3, 4. And the other ones, there are 4 completes. 4 brokes and 4 completes. Now, you can tell which ones are Georgia chert. That one, and that one. Texas chert, this one. This one is that dark gray, charcoal gray obsidian, dull obsidian, or dacite. That's similar to item number 3. I mean, it's from the same batch. I just didn't get to finish this one. Okay, this is just a preliminary biface. This is a preliminary preform. So this is further along than this one. Okay, this one is part of this item here. So this blade or biface is 5 3/8. It is a dacite, what we call dacite in the flint knapping community. All right, it's an opaque obsidian, dull, 2 1/8. Now, do I recommend this for beginners? This looks like some beginner type material. No, because the edges are extremely difficult to sharpen. You got to be an advanced knapper to sharpen this properly. Okay, in my opinion. So I don't recommend that for beginners. What about this stuff for beginners? Yeah, this is a little bit better for beginners, this Georgia chert. Especially if you heat treat it. But don't heat treat it at temperatures that are above 400 degrees. Stick to about 350 to 370 degrees for this, so it doesn't get too snap and halfish. Okay, I was going to make a Dalton, but no time. This is like my preforms for Daltons, and I was just, practicing the thinning. Usually it takes me a few practice shots to get the thinning with Clovis too, and then and then I can finish it out. So this is how I start the Daltons. This is 3 5/8. This one is actually a pretty close to finished blade in itself. Mahogany obsidian. No, it's a triple flow. Yeah, it's got some transparency in it. This is very close to being finished. I was going to notch it. 3 1/4 inches long by 1 7/8. Yeah, the edge work is pretty good, or pretty far along. I straightened it out. I could probably do one more pass to get it thinner. Yeah, it's still not as thin as I would normally like it to be. But again, no time to do that one. No time to finish it out. Same with this. I knocked it out, and this is just a preliminary biface. I didn't even sharpen it. This is all wonky on the edges, and no time to finish. Okay. Sometimes I save this for the next week too. Like I make a bunch of bifaces. Like if I make 10 bifaces, I'm not going to sell them all in the same auction usually. Let's see. 3 5/8. Yeah, sometimes I save up a bunch of bifaces and then make points 1 week, half of the bifaces into points 1 week, and then the other half of the bifaces into points the next week. Sometimes that's what I do. This one has got some good clear spots. Look at that. Yeah, spots. It means it's got a big clear spot in it. Yeah. Now, these are all, you can see, brokens, but they do have some interesting characteristics. There's no see-through spots down in here. Oh, there is. So right there near the edge. Near the edges, you can see some transparent areas like that there. I thought I saw one over here, but that could be just a reflection. Anyway, it's a triple flow, and I snapped the tip off. That was my fault. Yep. Let's see. I snapped these two after I had made them. Well, let's see. After I had gotten to the point where I was going to, finish up, like I was just going to notch this one and then, do the little bitty sharpening. I was taking the last flake on this blade just before I sharpened it. And I was taking the last flake on the notch before it snapped. Otherwise, this would have been finished. And it's on video. These two are on video. Okay? But I didn't show the part where I snapped them. I was going to delete both of these videos, but I had content on the videos. I talked about stuff. And somebody wanted me to nap some chert. So I said, well, instead of just deleting the videos, I'll just delete the part where it snapped. Yeah. And then you get to have, whoever wins this item gets to have the remnants. The brokes. Yep. The snaps. And this one I snapped off camera. It's just one of a little heat treat biface of Georgia Flint River chert. Swirl chert. I got a bunch of this stuff. Jeff sent me another box of this. I gotta nap some of this on video. Yeah. Or more of it on video. Okay. Rules. These are my cheat notes. There's a better description of the auction in the description box below. There will be an auction every Monday. Yes. Look for auctions every Monday. Please look at my previous auctions to see how they work. Okay. And auction 3J has a demo on it. So you can learn how to bid using a demo that I did on my tablet. Bid in the comment section. Yeah, you just reply in the comment section, which is your bid. It's also called a comment. So bids, replies, and comments are the same thing. Okay? You just bid in the comment section under one of my pre-populated comments. And that means when you see a comment in the comment section that has your item number, I put it in there. Before I make the video public, I put comments in the comment section that has your item in there that you're interested in. You reply to that specific comment. So that's what that means. Bid in the comment section under one of my pre-populated comments. Okay? One or more. You don't have to bid on just one. My pre-populated comments will contain the item number, a timestamp where the item appears in the video, and a short description. Okay, that's how you know it's my comment. Other than it'll say Napperjack Crafty in the comment itself too. Okay? I will like your comment if I see it. Yeah, sometimes I can't see it. That's why it's important that I write this down. Sometimes I cannot see your comments. And if that's the case, we'll try to figure something out. If you don't have a like on your comment or your bid after a while, could be that I don't see it. So, type in another comment. Do you see my comment? Do you see my bid? Do you see this? What do you see? Can you see this? Just type in something else. If I don't respond to that either, that means I don't see your stuff. YouTube gets weird. Okay, just the heads up. Sometimes comments are not always visible to everybody, and that includes me. Sometimes I can't see it. If for some reason I don't respond at all, you can email me and I can bid for you. Okay? My email, let's see, is jackcrafty2@gmail.com. Okay? And then I will hopefully see your email. Just be aware though, I get a ton of spam. And yes, I unsubscribe and I delete and I put in spam folders and I report spam. I still get a ton of spam. It's all because I think I'm on different platforms like Instagram and Facebook, and I just get slammed with all kinds of stuff. Anyway, so just be aware. Sometimes I don't see your comments, so we'll try to figure something out. Try not to bid at the last minute. Yeah. The more I say that, the more people start bidding at the last minute, because then they go, wait, you can bid at the last minute? Yeah, you can bid at the last minute. Just please don't do it. Or try not to do it, or try not to do it at the last second. I know that you can probably win if you bid a high amount at the last second. I know. But it ticks people off, and another thing is, YouTube's time tracker is not always accurate, and that's what I use to keep track of the time that you've bid. Now, you and I both know that you're on time. I know you know how to tell time. I know how to tell time. But YouTube doesn't know how to tell time. Sometimes it just doesn't show the correct time that you've bid. There's a lag in there sometimes, up to 2 minutes. So it says you're late. If YouTube says you're late, then I have to say you're late. So that's another reason why it's not that great of an idea to bid at the last minute. Okay? All right. Shipping is free in the US. Yeah, you saw that right. It is FREE, free in the US. International shipping is discounted, but not free. Yeah, I will add $10 for a lightweight package and $20 for a heavy package. All right, that's a simplified version of what I used to do. I used to go to the post office and mail your package and then charge you, a certain amount depending on how much it costs. Because not all packages, even though they weigh the same, not all packages cost the same to deliver to each country. Various countries have various different postal systems, and they charge different amounts. So I can't pinpoint, or I can't get an exact amount usually until I actually mail the package. But to simplify things, I'm just going to add $10 for a lightweight, what I consider lightweight, and $20 for a heavy. Okay? Now the cutoff for a lightweight, I don't know, it's about a pound or so. I don't even know. Post office doesn't know either. I asked him, what's the cutoff? I'm not sure. It depends on the size of the package and the blah, blah, blah. All right, fine. I don't know. Okay, I just arbitrarily assign that. Usually I just charge you an extra $10. But if it's a real heavy one, like you buy a bunch of items, yeah, it'll be 20. Okay. Let's see. I will provide tracking numbers. Yep. Everything I send out has a tracking number. I accept PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, and checks or money orders, or a payment by PayPal.me. I'll send you a link to PayPal.me. Okay. I don't send out invoices anymore. It doesn't work. For some reason, it doesn't work. I think PayPal wants me to pay a fee or do something. Maybe I can send out invoices now. I haven't checked in a while, but we'll see. But PayPal.me is pretty cool because I just send you the link and I think you can pay with a card. I'm pretty sure. I mean, everyone's been doing it, so I think it works. Winners will be announced at 9:01 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, I should have stated before this that the auction ends at the top of the hour at 9 p.m. But I don't announce the winners until 9:01. Okay? Now, pay attention to your time zone because this is Eastern Time. If you're in Central Time, the auction ends at 8. If you're on Mountain Time, the auction ends at 7. If you're on Pacific Time, the auction ends at 6. All right? I think we all understand that. The auction ends at the top of the hour. I will put a heart on your winning bid. You will be notified in the comment section, with a heart. That's something new that I'm doing because YouTube doesn't like me to cut and paste responses like the responses that I give you when you've won. I used to be able to cut and paste into the comment section the same basic response, but for some reason YouTube doesn't like that, and it stops me from commenting whenever it sees me cut and paste into the comment section. Yeah, can't do it. So I just put a heart on the winning bid. So pay attention. That's the only notification you'll get, is a heart on the winning bid. Okay? Clear? Yeah. All right. You'll be notified in the comment section if you're the winner with the little heart. Please email me your info if you're new. And your info is your real name, your address, and your method of payment. Okay? All right. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for the rules. For the cheat notes, again, there's some better wording and descriptions in the description box as far as the rules go. Okay? I hope you guys had a good weekend. I hope you liked the items, and good luck.